Guys,
Alright,
welcome
welcome back
back.
to the Spoken Word
Why,
podcast.
why are
Hold on,
you
hold on.
interrupting me, fam?
Hold on a second. I'm
Why
doing
are
the
you
introduction. This is
interrupting
my
me,
show.
fam? Yeah?
This is my show.
You
This is
sh-
my
Bro,
introduction.
you do the outro, fam. I'll do the
No,
intro.
no, I've always been doing
Welcome.
the intro. What are you talking about? I've done the
This
intro.
guy,
You just done it here and there.
this guy's ego, fam. Yeah.
But my ego.
Well,
Look, I've been doing it since day. You just done it
bro,
here
you
and there.
take too long, fam.
No,
You
I
take
don't.
too.
No, I
You
don't.
take too long.
No, I don't.
Welcome
They gotta
back.
see my
Welcome back.
face.
Anyway, welcome back. Yeah, CJ and Javen. Yeah, you'll do the outro. Don't worry, bro. Yeah.
There's
You
no
know what I'm
outro.
saying?
We just finished. We
Good
say
to,
thanks for
bro,
listening.
bro. The ego, fam. Relax,
What are you
man. Yeah?
talking about?
It's good to keep things fresh in it, fam. Yeah. Switch up a little bit, fam. I always wants to hear your intro all the time. Sometimes they want to hear me.
I'm the most
Sometimes I
interesting
want
person on this show. What are you talking about?
mate,
I'm like
wow,
Wolverine of X-Men. What are you talking about? Go on.
mate, bro. It's too. But
Go on. Shut up. Let's go on.
this guy, bro. It's too early for it, fam. Sunday morning, but I know this guy and his ego, fam. I know it, fam. Yeah, I've known you a long time, bro. Yeah, try to hide it, disguise it, make it seem like it's other people's issue, but it's calm though, man. It's all right. I'm in a good mood anyway, man. Yeah. That was a good one, man. How have you been anyway?
I've been better, man. I've been just still almost got over this illness, whether it's not COVID, this bad cold. You know, everyone thinks it's COVID these days. Took a PCR test, came back negative. The thing with me, like, it's the cough. The cough, like, after I get ill, I have a cough for like a quarter of the year, like 2 to 3 months.
Literally. And you wouldn't have a mad cough, you just be like, but it just lingers, fam.
Yeah, it lingers. This lingers. I got nothing else wrong. I ain't got a headache anymore. I don't feel slightly dizzy. The cold it's almost finished, like drying out. I'm not like, it's just more just the cough. Hate it, but yeah, we're moving. How are you? Because the thing is, it's mad. Just follows you. So we're both as CJ said in the last show, as he was ill before I was, and then at some point we kind of both was at the same time, even though you was ill initially.
I think no, I think yeah, I can't remember. I've been ill so many times, like I've said before, so I don't even know. But right now I'm feeling 100%. I'm just a little tired, man. I didn't go sleep till like mad late, till like 4.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I don't know, since I had COVID, I kind of developed like a insomnia. And then like some days I'm fine, and some other days I'm just wide awake from like all night in it, man. But no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Is the smell come back?
Still not come back, man. But it's fine because I've got my tastings back anyway, so I'd rather have my taste back. But then it will soon come anyway. Because it varies between different people. And I know people that like they've lost their taste and smell and they got it back while they still had COVID.
Yeah.
Just towards the end of the recovery. I know people that like it took them like 2-3 months to get back. And then in some cases I've heard people still haven't got back. So hopefully I don't fall in that category in it, but we'll see. So as long as I can taste, can eat fruit, eat ass. No, I'm joking. Eating fruit.
Yeah, but the problem is, even though you can taste it again, you can't smell that.
What? I don't smell.
Bro, it's all part of the package, man.
No, I'm joking. Or am I joking? Nah, but yeah, no, I'll taste it back, man, literally. So it was like 50%, it's getting stronger, man. Feeling good, man. Just it's just I need to get back into things and swing of things like physically wise, just like, you know, running again, stuff like that. I just need to keep my eyes, man. But I'm good, man. But let's jump straight into the show, man. There is like the gates of hell just broke loose this week, man. Like the circus act, like, have you ever seen House of Cards with Kevin Spacey?
Oh, it's a long time ago. Well, I don't really remember well. I was
on Netflix. Yeah, and it just shows the inside of how like the government. How, like,
Kevin Spacey. Hold on, this was before that. Kevin Spacey. I'm not gonna lie, one of the most dodgiest youths, man, around.
brilliant actor,
Brilliant actor.
terrible human being. I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm trying to say, this government is like it's a season long of House of Hub. They're gonna. I was thinking about this other day. They're gonna make a They're gonna make a mini series, like a limited series about this, like Boris and the scandals and the people that's resigned and COVID. I'm telling you, in a few years, they're gonna make a mini limited series about it on either ITV or Sky or HBO will pick up in America. I'm telling you.
I would actually love to see that. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. And it's gonna sound a bit out there. It sounds. Part of me is like, you know what, Boris, yeah, he's low key sick, man.
He is, isn't it?
Low key. Do you know what? Okay, do you know? Hold on. Go on.
He's just box office.
Boris makes me. You see Boris, yeah. I'm like, hold on a second. I don't know how he does this. He's mastered this. I don't know how he's done it, yeah. But like from a general perspective, objectively, he's no good, and I know that, yeah. And I will never vote for his party, the Conservatives, yeah. So I don't like them in charge in government. But him as an individual, even though he's not good, I don't necessarily. I'm like, you know what? You're one of them low key baddies. I'm like, you know what, man? You're just good for entertainment, bro. You're good. To have the team, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, this guy. I told you, him. I would love to go cameo with him, bro.
Yeah, man, he's fun, man. He looks like a load of fun. Do you know what's so funny you saying this as well? I was eavesdropping on my mum's conversation the other day while she was on the phone, innit? And then she was like, I think she was on the phone to one of her friends. And she was like basically getting at Boris, and I was like, do you know what? Callum was right. He's a clown. He's rubbish, isn't it? Because
hold on. Before you get back into, let's rewind a bit. What did you say to your mum prior to that? Why is she saying Callum was right?
That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna rewind in it, yeah. So
I'm getting warmed up.
Like 2 years ago. So just under 2 years ago, when obviously the COVID outbreak happened and all that, and then was obviously like I never watched the news in it before that so much, but I was watching the news back then.
Yeah,
like he was in it, and then my mum was watching the news in it, and then she was like, they're like sympathizing, empathizing with him, and it's like, oh no, I like Boris. I'm like, why do you like Boris? Like Boris is no good for you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially for people like us, bro. We're fucking poor, man. You know what I'm saying? We're in poverty, but it's like, no, I just like him. Like he's such a character outside of his occupation. Do you know what I'm saying? I think people just gravitate towards him. Like obviously, you got the moments of like him like on the field, like when he's rugby tackle.
Have you seen his woman, bro?
His what?
What? You not seen his girl? Boris.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
But he's pulling, yeah.
This guy, I'm telling you, this guy moves like who does he move like? This guy.
He's probably just got a horse cock, fam. Because I don't know how one would want to get with that man, that crazy man right there.
Well, see, this is.
I don't know, man. He's been with so many women in the past few years, man. I can't keep up, man.
This guy, I don't know how he does this. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking for. He gets them. Yeah, this is it. Look at the top. Okay, cool. This doesn't. Let me see.
Oh, bro, I was dead.
No, listen to me. You need to understand.
He looks like,
I don't know. No. She's not. No. She's just woman. No.
Quickly. Have you seen The Grinch?
Yeah,
Jim Carrey. She looks like one of the characters from The Grinch.
She actually does.
The Who Bills.
Listen, I'm not saying. Listen, what this is what I'm going.
The mum.
This is where I'm going with this. Yeah. So she's I think she's a lot younger than him. Yeah. She's a lot younger than him. No, she's not like the Grinch, bro. She's a good woman.
Not the Grinch.
I'm not saying she's a 10, bro. I'm not saying she's a 10, but she's not ugly at all, bro. Like honestly. Honestly, she's not ugly at all. But this guy, what I'm trying to say, this guy just gets, I don't know what he does, bro. His hair's messy, bro. His hair's like mine every day. How mine is at the moment, he has it on a regular basis like that. That's how mad it is. And I'm like, bro, he does that.
The way you said, like, have you seen his girl? I thought she was about to be some baddie, fam.
Oh, come
Plain
on,
Jane.
bro. Okay, cool, bro. Think about it.
You know what,
Relative,
for him,
relative,
you know what?
relative,
For
relative
his
to him.
standards,
Relative to him. Let's be
relative to
honest.
him, yeah. Relative to him, I can get with you maybe, yeah. But I thought, like, in a general sense,
Oh, come, obviously not, man. Do you think I'm not comparing it to just everyday outside one? Comparing it to
yeah.
you to be smart. You
To
to be
his
smart with what I'm
stand,
saying here.
to his standards, right? Fair enough.
Three
Fair enough. Fair
standards.
enough.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
to be honest though, no. So a lot of people, obviously, a lot of us would look past her and say, nah, but she's not. The thing is, she's not ugly. She's not. She's in decent. She's really decent shape from a first glance. There's nothing really. She scrubs up. Well, there's nothing really wrong with her, and so she's like, oh, because a lot of people would be like, oh, okay, that's fine. So for him, he does. I don't know what he does. He's sly, but he makes me, bro. He makes me laugh, man. Honestly, so our point with this. So basically, he's got caught. He lied. All this time, we need to be locked up in flipping the worst period where the weather was so nice. It was being locked down. There was apparently he was out there partying, and he's saying to people, "Oh, he thought it was for work. He thought it was for work purposes." I was dead. I was like, "You're taking the piss, man."
Yeah, that video that's come out of him dancing with the black man with the lightsaber or something. Was that?
Who?
Have you seen the video?
Of him doing what dancing with who? The what?
The black woman with the lightsaber.
Oh yeah, so I thought that was fake. I actually thought that was fake. I seen that. I thought it was fake.
That's what I thought. I was like, what am I watching? What am I actually?
He's dancing, isn't it? He's dancing like bossing movements.
Yeah.
I was dead.
Bro. I'm telling you, man. He's a clown. He's always been a clown, but he's the main circus act now, bro. Like number 10 down the street is just it's Hippo Circus, bro. He's the main act. He's the main act, bro. He's who you came for, bro. Honestly, man. The guy is absolute box office, man. I wish I could be a fly on the wall and at these
yeah.
Just at number 10 down the street. Just see what's happening, bro.
Bro, they're probably out there playing like Vibes Cartel, motherfucker. We don't even know, bro.
Yeah, because Boris, when he got elected, he's like, these people really are stupid, bro. Actually elected me, bro. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo fan, but fuck it. Let's just wing it, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's done, bro.
Bro, like, the thing is,
I ain't got a clue how to run
the thing with Boris. You know the thing with Boris, yeah? He didn't want to be prime minister for the job description. He just wanted the title.
Bro, he just wanted what came with it, bro.
He
like
wanted
the attraction.
Yeah, he didn't actually want
to work. He wanted
the title and the status to come with it.
Bro, when you apply for like a job you're on DJ, it's like, benefits and bonuses, yeah. Subsidized travel, weekend trips, 5 3-star Michelin restaurants, whatever they call it, trips to Dubai. You're just looking at all the incentives and all that and the bonuses and all that. He didn't actually look at the actual job description. He's like, you know what? Lines of coke on a Friday night? Calm. Yeah. You always hear about him, though. He never attends the what's that meeting called? Sounds like something out of Black Ops or something. Oh, what's that meeting? I think when they all get together. Oh, it's in my head, fam. I can't remember. I can't remember. But he never attends like these important meetings. You always hear me don't attend these important meetings, yeah. But you see, you be on some mad one, bro. Yeah, you be on a mad one. And did you hear, yeah, that this is really bad, isn't it? Yeah. They attended 2 parties on the eve of Prince Philip's funeral, I believe.
Oh, really? No, because I heard that. Yeah. Apparently, a few days ago, he came out. They were having parties, which he's now saying, "Oh, I apologize." But then apparently, they're doing more parties as well.
Well, these man just party, bro.
So all this time in the lockdown, they were saying that these people are hypocrites. They're saying, "Oh, everyone's staying inside." They're out there living it large, having parties, popping champagne.
Do you know what makes me laugh, though? You know what makes me laugh? In a regular year, yeah, forget COVID, yeah, these man party more than us on a regular year. More than they do in like a COVID year. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, these times, go split up with his wife, man. We caught him in Scotland in some night in a uni student nightclub, just partying away, dancing around, bro. These people go through midlife crises all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, what is going on, man? Like, I'm telling you, man. These
Like,
people...
you really think, bro? You know, Prime Minister, like, did this man probably working flipping, you know, the whole 24 hours a day, fam?
Yes, you wanted to get onto the 24 hours again. Okay, yeah, I think we set that up nicely.
You know what? I didn't even mean to do that.
You didn't need to do that. You know, that's like what we had to come.
I swear to God, I didn't even mean to segue that, but you know what? That's how my brain works in it. So
yeah. Cool.
Let's fucking get onto this, man.
Bro, you start styling it out, man. You meant it. Bro, the thing is, we need to cover it anyway.
Let's fucking get on, because and this is gonna be the last time we speak on it, yeah.
For now. Don't say it ever again. For now.
Yeah, you know what?
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Not in the near fucking future, man, because I'm pissed right now. Yeah. I re-recorded the podcast last week, innit? Yeah, and I wouldn't say I defended her, but I like to look from an open perspective, innit, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I always like to look, but everyone's going left, I'm going right. Everyone's going right, I'm going left, innit? I'm just like that. I'm quite contrarian, innit? Yeah. I need to look at it from all angles, innit? Yeah. Try to be unbiased as possible, and that's what we have to be as representatives, innit? Yeah. Now, fuck me, bro, and fuck her, yeah. I heard you told me the other day she apologized, innit? Yeah. I didn't even know, yeah. So I'm googling it, I'm tweeting, I'm looking on Twitter, fam. I don't even know this is the actual one, bro. She put out a post, innit? She didn't even actually say anything.
Yes,
just a post.
Yeah.
I was like, you yellow belly, soft flipping middle class bitch, fam. Yeah, like I was like, it was the most like. You're in school, fam. You know when you're in school and they're like, yo, say sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't even mean it.
Who said?
Like,
to another student or a teacher?
Yeah, to another student. Like, say sorry, you done that. Sorry. Like, you either come out and you make a proper apology, or you don't say fuck all, man. The fact that you come out with some flimsy posts here just makes it even worse. Like, I'm more annoyed about the apology than the actual statement.
Yeah, of course, because you never thought, you didn't think, you tried to see what she used. So here's this post, man.
You can't even find it. It's so hard to locate, bro.
That's what I saw the other day.
Like, the reaction wasn't that big enough, innit? Because it wasn't even like, I just heard a few people saying, oh yeah, she should come out with an apology.
The thing is, though, I think it was more, but the thing is, I don't think she's saying she didn't mean, I think she's just trying to say sorry. She didn't mean to offend the people. I don't think she's sorry for, from what I remember, yeah, she wasn't saying sorry for, I think she's trying to say sorry for how it probably came across to some people, not the fact that she said anything. These people, because you got to remember.
And then, yeah, fucking on trending as well, yeah, she posts a job, yeah, on Indeed,
yeah,
for a social media creative or social media assistant, yeah.
So that
70K a year base salary. I was like, do you know what? To be fair, if you're up and coming, like, you know, student, teenager, or whatever, it's not the worst salary in the world.
Apparently that's not true. Apparently, actually, the figure they said no, the figure wasn't 17, 16. No, they said 16 to 16K something. They said actually no. She said that
I saw
it was early 20. Yeah, I saw that, but then she said apparently it was early 20K, like 20.
The base is like 16, 17, yeah. So
the base. No, they're saying the base. She's saying that the base was wrong. That's not true. It was actually 21. The figure that got out there was not true at all. That's what they're saying. It wasn't the base. Okay. The base was 21 something.
All right, on our show, I'm gonna lie and say I wouldn't tell the truth because that's what I saw. Yeah, so I'm just saying what I saw.
That as well, but I saw. Yeah, but go on. Go on, say what you want to say.
So yeah, I'm like, cool, whatever. Average, should probably below average salary actually, but social media. Now I see what's required. Bachelor's degree. I'm like, so you need to get a bachelor's, bro. I don't even have GCSEs, fam. Yeah, I have to get I don't even have SATs, bro. What they call it? SATs, SATs.
Primary school SATs, yeah.
I think I've just got them, bro. I think that's all the exams I passed, bro. Yeah, just about. You need a bachelor's, fam, to be a social media. I was like, yo, let's all collectively just cancel her right now, fam. Not for the comments.
Can I just ask you? Is
Just
that
for the
your
stuff that's after that.
sorry, go on.
I said not for the comments, just for the bullshit she's done after the comments.
What, the bachelor's degree needing the
The
requirement?
the bullshit apology post, man. Nah, man.
You got to remember. But you got to remember this. Yeah. The thing is, did she? I don't think she did. She go to uni? I don't think she did. Did she? Did she? I don't think she
She
did.
went to fashion school
She went to where?
in London. Fashion school in London.
Or did she?
Yeah, so not technically not really.
Okay, cool. She went, but she did something. Okay. Yeah, that thing's a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm guessing the bachelor's, was it specific what they wanted? Was it just a bachelor's degree?
No, it just says like bachelor's preferred. I'm just like bachelor's for social media. Like we all use in our daily lives. All like our generation is pretty competent with it. Like you need a bachelor's. A bachelor's, bro. It's like, you know, when you look at like some recruitment jobs, it's like, oh, you need a degree. I'm like, bro, you haven't got the gift of the gab, you don't, bro. Do you know them ones?
Yeah.
Because that's what annoys me when you get jobs like recruitment and that, bro. You don't need to be like as academic. Because what I've realized with like people that are like quite academic, fam, they lack like common sense.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. They do. A lot do.
Yeah,
true, they do.
I'd actually love to dive into that for another time, like this whole subject, because I feel like not over here, because you've got some people that are like they're really academic and they've got loads of common sense, but bro, the ones I've come across, fam, it's like you've got like no like general awareness or like common sense, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a trade-off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just like, if you're more left brain, you're more like analytical in it, stuff like that. If you're more like right brain, I think you're more practical, whatever. But yeah, what was I talking about again?
Bachelor's, so you need a bachelor's degree. When I saw that, because people got onto her for that, but so people were saying like, actually, I don't know, is she in control of that position? But she's just someone on the board. She's not actually. Is she the person that creates the position or not, or is she just someone that has to say, "Oh, this is what."
So I don't think it was posted by PLT. I think it was posted by as someone like, you know, specifically for Molly May.
Oh yeah, to help. Yeah, to work for her, innit?
Yeah, to work for her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. To work for her. She's on 500 bags a year, and that person is. They get the cake. The cake parameters are so different, man. But yeah, of course. But 20K. I'm like,
shambles. Well, you know another thing as well, bro. I know it might be mad off topic, fam. Yeah. Has Up Queen made a return?
oh shit! Bro, she's gone quite, bro. 2017 was like,
bro. I thought like, she just popped up like, I can't remember, like it was Twitter or something, Kinnick. Yeah. Do you know what is it? I think it was on my I can't remember what app it was. Some profile popped up saying, "Oh, so what?" Oh, it can't be the real one, innit? Yeah.
Bro, you know what? Let me see those fake profiles. I'm not the real one, and people I can't keep up, man.
I thought she made a little comeback in it. I was like, bro, I literally thought I was on 2017 again, because you know she actually started off at the beginning of 2017, like
late
January,
16, early 17, January 17.
Yeah, literally, bro. I thought, I was like, whoa, have I just gone back in 5 years, fam? But nah, I don't think she's made a comeback in it. I wonder what happened to her.
I don't know. You know, these people, they probably made money and decided, I'm not doing it no more. So I don't know. At one point, I think she had people working with her that were doing the same thing. Bro. That business is bad. I don't know if they pay. Can they even declare their taxes? That kind of business.
What uckers?
Yeah, how do you write your taxes? Say, oh yeah, I earn this amount of money, but I do this. I don't know, man. Maybe the tax people come after them in. Maybe the company's gone bust. I don't know. But yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Back to what? But yes, back to what we can say. But yeah, and this leads on to another. This leads on to another thing. So yeah, that whole thing where she's posting, so she just get. Do you know what it is, right? The reason why we're talking about this for the audience, we called like last week, it's because it's carried on. It's like people ain't finished with her yet. Like she posts something, and then people are still talking about, you have people, people are saying, you've got factory workers on £3 something an hour. You're posting a job that's not paying. You're paying this, and he's saying you're about 24 hours, yeah, and you're only on this salary. And I'm like, people just, I don't know what it is, but
no. But to be fair though, she is looking bad right now, fam. She is looking bad, innit? But it's like I always say this to myself. It's like, why are we so focused on money? Why are we so focused on this one thing? And I'm like, what are they trying to distract us from? And a little.
Oh no. Before we go into that, yeah, I know what you're gonna say, and that one thing I'll say that's completely different to what that's not. They would never use a social media influencer to distract for something to do with the next topic we're gonna bring up. That will bring that up a bit later, yeah. But what they would, if anything, if they're gonna distract from that, they will bring up someone that is known to them that's also in the public eye, if that makes sense. To distract, if anything. It's too detached from. No.
Yeah.
It's too detached.
That's someone that's not even linked in the UK. It's like overseas or
in America. No, but they will live in the UK, but now they're back in America. So if anything, they'll focus on that to distract. They won't use someone. Otherwise, you may as well say that to distract from that subject. The Prince Andrew one, which we're going to get onto at some point. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to mention that. I was going to say have you seen the video of the doctor in King's College?
No, what happened?
Basically, he was like one of the consultants there. Like I think the health secretary was there, Sajid, can't remember his actual full name. And the doctor basically said, like, I'm not vaccinated. I don't want to take the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. And then it just blew up. I can't believe you didn't even see this.
Whoa, really?
See, you've been distracted, bruv. It works. Do you know what I'm saying? It works. If it works on at least one mind, they've done their job in it, yeah? No, it was just interesting because he was just saying, like, because from April, it's mandatory to have a vaccine. If you're a health worker, if you don't, then you're at risk of losing your job. Not even at risk, like you will lose your job.
They'll fire you.
And he was like, basically, the scientists don't have like the scientific data to back up these mandatories. Do you know what I'm saying? And then went on GMB. He went on GMB a few days later, and I was just like, oh my God, like Susanna Reid and the other clown fam. These man have just got no backbone, bro. Man, like, do you know Dr. Hillary as well, fam? That man's an industry plant, fam. I don't even know if he's actually a real doctor, fam. Yeah? The guy is a real doctor, fam. Nah, man, just pissed me off, man, because it's like they're so good at just like, you know what, man? Let's make out this guy to be like, anti-vax and all that. It's like, bro, the man was just spitting facts in it, yeah. And he was like, Susanna Reid made this comment, I believe. She was like, he's pretty much taken the Novak Djokovic stance. I was like, no, he's not. And you know what's happening with Novak Djokovic?
Yeah.
They were straight open. I was like, the way this media manipulates the narrative.
I'm seeing the Australian people like us when they interview you say no. If he doesn't want to abide by our rules, then he can't come in.
No, I hear that, fam. It just annoyed me that she labelled him as like taking the Novak Djokovic stance, and I was like, this one makes me laugh. People like this, yeah, that.
Who's that? Susanna Reid?
No, not Susanna Reid. I mean, like people like Djokovic and like even like doctor's consultant, for example, was like they're celebrated in history, fam, but in the present moment they're just vilified. But when you go back in history books, it was like, they stand for something. Look, whether it was right or wrong, they stood for something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I know Hitler's the most evil guy, fam, but the guy stood for something. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No,
terrible. I know what you mean.
I know that sounds bad. I'm not even trying to bust jokes on this one, fam. Like, I'm saying the guy's rotting away, fam, with the devil right now, yeah. But I'm saying he's in the history books, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the more positive models, yeah, like the MLKs, Martin Luther King's, fam, they stood for something. In present time, they were vilified. But when we go back here, we're going to look at, Djokovic took a stance. I think he took a stance. The consultant took a stance, but it's now in the present moment, it's vilified.
So hold on, what's this thing with the? I got confused because at first I thought that he was giving special treatment to enter the country, but then apparently they said that he's going to be deport him. Then he can come. Then he's like, you can't get back. I'm like, what?
bro, same. I couldn't even keep up, bro. Every day was like a different report in it. He was
Mm.
in some hotel, then he's at risk of being his visa's been denied, he's quarantined in a hotel, and then I'm hearing like fake positive test results or negative tests. I'm like, bro, I just switched off in the end, didn't it? Yeah. Man like Novak Djokovic, innit, fam? But yeah, man. He's the greatest right now, tennis player right now, in current time.
What do you mean greatest at the moment? What do you mean best in the world at the moment? What do you mean greatest?
Yeah, he's the number one right now.
No,
I mean, he ain't the actual GOAT. Like Federer, like Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, I'd say top three.
No, and the Swedish guy.
Which one?
I'll pronounce his name.
For our time.
Yeah. For our time, what he? Yeah. Yeah, man. It's actually crazy. Bro. Yeah. But back to that controversy, bro. Like she's not back to Molly May. I don't know. She's just dominating the headlines, and I just feel like, bro, she's apologized. Do you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny about that? Yeah, I know it's completely different, but you know when Anthony Joshua got stick for the Black Lives Matters when he attended.
Yeah, the statement.
I said what I said. I'm like, real team, man.
Yeah. No, but you know why they gave him bare flack as well? Like, I think he's got some leaked DMs, and then they were mentioning like that. He had some leaked DMs like a couple of years before that. Yeah, something about he said to someone, "You're a disgrace to the superior black race." So people think
really,
he's yeah. So people think he's like racist or something, innit? It's like towards white people.
He said, there's leaked DMs. There's allegedly leaked DMs of him saying to someone.
Yeah, allegedly. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, allegedly saying to someone, "You're a disgrace to the superior." Say it again. You're a disgrace to
the superior black race. So people already have it in for him anyway.
I've never heard that. I never heard that, but
I'll show you that. I'll show you them after the pod.
But the thing is, Drew, you know what you see with him when he said what he said at the time, yeah? I'm glad he said that though. I said what I said. Don't go around be saying sorry to nobody. The moment you start saying sorry, even if you articulate in a way, bro, to be honest, if I'm being honest, yeah, and I know for a fact that people, common sense, yeah, he's not being racist. What the hell are you talking about? If you know what, some people, this is another topic, yeah. We're not going to go too much into that anyway. But common sense will say at the time that the reason I'm talking about briefly is because he said something, Molly made something, there's controversy that's come around with it. One said, I said what I said. The other person's saying, well, you could say that they're apologizing. That's the reason why I'm bringing it up.
I want to add to what you're saying, but carry on.
Yeah, so what? Yeah, so I'm not sure he said, I said what I said. We know for a fact he was just trying to say, he was saying support the Black Pound Day. Like, if you want to, he's basically saying, listen, the thing is, a lot of people don't care about ending racism because there's no money in racism. It's not profitable. If you was to say, for example, you was to lose money with racism, people would. The thing is, once you would stop, it doesn't mean you're not racist, but you will just probably keep it to yourselves. You probably want to say it out there because you want to keep your money, right? So he's just saying, well, look, if you want people to wake up and say how serious we are, we're not having this no more. Just don't shop in these people's shop for this day, and they will notice the profits going down. And we're saying that, listen, we're taking a stand. It's not. He's not saying that. Oh, don't go to white people's shops. That's not what it was about. And a lot of people were taking that. Oh, it was being racist to white people.
It's something with that you need to be educated on. Because when you mentioned that to me as well, I was like, that sounds mad. And I know some people. It's just all comes down to education. And
but some of these people though, they get on the defense anyway. You say anything.
It's like they're not open.
But the thing is, though, some of these people, though, it's not even about open to know. Sometimes people, they don't want to understand. You know the difference? Some people, right? There's one thing, not generally not knowing something, but some people, even if you explain to them, they don't want to understand. So it's like you say something and they're still they're running with whatever they thought in the first place, no matter what you say.
Yeah, that infuriates me, man. That, especially when it comes to sensitive subjects like topics like racism.
Not trying to understand.
It's not even like you don't care. It's like you don't want to care, bro. It's like you're so adamant. It's like, nah, I don't want to hear it. Like, fuck off, innit?
Yeah.
But like back to what you were saying about Molly May saying sorry. And
So
AJ.
so what I'm saying is the reason why with him, I'm gonna still talk about it briefly. Yeah, with him, he said I said what I said. He's not coming out saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm sorry that it could." No, because you know for a fact what you're saying is legit. I'm not saying no sorry, and this is stupid. Why am I gonna like he basically said this, you got any other brain, reread what I said, understand what I'm saying here. What is this whole thing about? And you understand what I'm actually saying here. So I said what I said, and I'll say it again. We spoke about, we said, oh, you know what? She shouldn't. If she I don't know. The thing about her, I don't want to say too much because I went from what my understanding. I didn't read it 5 times. I didn't care enough. If I'm honest, yeah. I only watched it, read it once with what she said. From what my memory was, it's like she was saying. I don't think she was trying to say sorry that she made a statement. She was trying to say sorry that some people took it a certain way. And I said, if I'm being honest, yeah, I would have said the same thing. If I got the backlash, yeah, to me, I wouldn't like to say that I'm not arrogant in it, yeah. I will say, listen, I genuinely apologize for people that misunderstood what I said. Because I genuinely believe if I said something and I genuinely believe people misunderstood their thing, I will genuinely say I'm sorry that it came across in a certain way to some people, but I will re-clarify it again and say this is exactly what I meant. And I'll apply a bit more context. I'll apply a bit more of a context to how I'll say it to make it what I said on the last show is if she applied a bit more context, elaborated a bit more, then I think, in my opinion, a lot of people would have said, "Oh, I hear what she's actually. I understand what she's saying here." But you know what I mean? Because it was so, I don't know. If you think about it, as a whole, yeah, when she spoke about it, right, it wasn't actually a long part of the podcast, was it? It was very actually brief.
Yeah, you would have thought that was like the theme of the.
No, I know for a fact. Even though I didn't watch the podcast, I know you watched. Even though I didn't watch the podcast, I know for a fact that wasn't even the main. That was nowhere. That probably wasn't even. That didn't dominate the conversation. That thing she said didn't even go on for like 20.
Bro, it came and went. Like it came and went like a fart, bro. Like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But because it said that it attracted so much attention. So if she probably spent a bit more time elaborating the differences and apply it, then I'm not gonna lie to you. There'll be some people that will still be like, "Oh, I'm not what you said. I didn't like what you said." But then some people be like, "There's some people that actually I hear what she's saying, and there's a bit more context to it." They said,
"Can I just say something?"
Go on.
It's when you're saying with the AJ saying, "I said what I said," and Molly, it's this lack of backbone that we live in today, and it's not just a generational thing. Like I think people just in today's world, fam, it's just lack so much backbone, fam. Yeah, like I haven't had the vaccine in it, yeah, and I stand by that shit, bro. I'm ready. You know, when I had COVID, yeah, and I was dying, bro, yeah, and you was one of my witnesses on the phone, bro, yeah. I was knocking on death's door.
Bro, you sound like Deontay Wilder, man.
Yeah, I was dying, bro. And I was like, through my head, yeah, I was like, I don't even regret not taking a vaccine, bro. Yeah, like I was more open to it. When I was down, I was like, you know what? I might get after this. But I don't regret.
You know what I'm gonna say? Hold on, you're gonna say to you, yeah, bro. You see your situation, bro. These times, this is like flipping. This is like Return of the Jedi. Darth Sidious to Luke Skywalker. You only said, "If you will not be turned, you will be destroyed." Yeah, you're like that, bro. They say if you won't be turned, you'll be destroyed, bro. Hey, apology. You know what? You're talking about it. I
know what you're talking about. Yeah. I was like, no. I was like, cool. And then I'm speaking to people, even like my mum said this, and yeah, I was just like, oh, I just took the vaccine because I wanted to go on holiday. I was like, that could never be me, fam. Never. I've got backbone, but if I say I ain't gonna do something, I ain't gonna do it.
Bro, yeah? I'll just say this.
Ready to die on this hill.
Hold on, the thing is, what I say about that, though, bro, like, backbone for what, though? What do you mean? Do you even know why you're so against this idea of the thing, though?
No, I know why I'm against it. That's the thing, bro. It's like,
bro, be honest. It's okay you said on camera. It's okay you said on camera I'm not taking it, so you feel like I can't take it now because I'll look bad. Bro, be honest, man. What is it about? What is it really about, man?
I've always said, like,
ego. This is what you call it. So what we say, but I'm the ego. This is the ego.
Yeah, no, before my stance was like, I would never take it, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty much still there, but you know, there's a slight possibility I might take in it, yeah. But pretty much knowing it, yeah.
Mhm.
But like, it's the coercion of it, bro. It's like, do not coerce me to do anything, fam. Yeah. Like, I get these text messages today, yeah. Do you know what's so funny? I think they've switched up the way they message you now, bro. Before it was like, yeah, you can protect yourself now. Before it was more like, oh man, if you want to go out and all this shit, bro. I was like, no, fam. And I hate London as well. Yeah, I hate London. I hate the UK, whatever, fam. Do you think I want to be abroad, man? Sipping a pina colada, getting sand in between my toes and my ass crack and all that, and you know that in the deep blue ocean, yeah. But I'm ready to suffer in London for eternity, fam. Yeah, because I do not want to take it, fam. Got to stand for something. What's the saying? Stand for something, fall for nothing. I think that's the saying. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, do you know what you're saying? Yeah, that sounds a bit like. I'm gonna talk about it briefly. We'll elaborate more on another separate show, but it leads on to what I want
No,
to say.
stand for something, fall for anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It leads to what I want to talk about. Next briefly. Well, I know we will talk about this on another show at some point because I think it's important. Yeah. So obviously, it's you know what? It's mid-January. Has time gone quick, bro? Or is this normal? Do you think this is do you think the 16th of January is where it should be? Do you think it's a bit too far ahead, or what do you say?
You know, people are like, oh, this month's gone long, or this month's gone very quick. I'm like, for once, actually, this month it's gone how it's supposed to go.
So
I don't feel like it. Yeah, I don't think it's gone. I think if we're talking from a financial aspect, it's dragging because, bro, I'm in the mud right now, yeah. So it's long from that aspect, but in general, like it just feels like it's
okay. Let me say this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me say this in it. So a lot of people, it's a new year. You know when they say, "Oh, the new year, it's a new year, new start. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." Okay, cool. But back to what you said. Stand for something. Stand for something. Fall for nothing. All right. Now a lot of people have gone back to work. Yeah, I've gone back to work. And a lot of people don't like people that they work with, don't like the people, don't like hierarchies and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I don't like, yeah. Listen, you need some kind of hierarchies to be from. It's not the fact that you're a hierarchy that I've got a problem with, it's what comes with some hierarchies. There's some places that are fine, right? But my issue, what I would say is similar to what you said. So, you know, this idea of, so I want to say this briefly. So another show covered this, Express Truth covered this, right? So there's a report that came out about half of the UK is black people who live in the UK, which they're saying is actually not true. That's although it's actually rubbish. The report that wasn't accurate. Yeah, you know, got all this benefit street and all this and all that stuff, and then they're talking about that. But briefly, what he was saying is as well. So you know, like this, this whole job stuff, full for nothing. Yeah, I can't compromise. I find it hard to compromise stuff I believe in for other things, right? So I can't have this. You see, yeah, be honest, yeah. You're someone that stands up to you when you've had a boss, yeah. You stand up to the boss, innit? Like, I remember the way you talk about me. You think that you're talking to someone that you know personally, or someone at school. We're going on a back and forth team. You said that about your boss, bro. Like you. I remember you said, yeah, man, I'm going back and forth for my boss. I'm like, right, is this even your boss? Or is this like someone, because you're not falling for this person, you're not falling for this person, is it? Be honest.
Right, if anyone watches from my work or something, I'm not talking about my current boss. I'm not talking about
no, yeah, sorry, back to clarify, we're not talking about
this is my previous employment, so my previous establishment.
Yeah. So I got to put it out there before you know what I mean. I'm not trying to get you in trouble, man. But I'll say this, yeah, like with me, you know, like a lot of people that they'll do anything for like promotions and all that kind of stuff. And similar to what Express Truth said on their show, and I agree. I'm like, bro, especially what you said, bro. I don't. If I want to be somewhere and I'll get the promotion. I'm gonna do it right, but I'm not just falling for something. I'm not gonna be at someone's beg and mercy, though. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'll sooner leave. And that's why, and that's why, because a lot of people, a lot of people have like the one job for their income to stay afloat, and they need that stuff. I like to dabble into different things. I always have something else, or look to something else where if something was to go wrong, I could go out here. I don't need you. I don't like being in a position where I feel like I need you. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to feel, I don't like this idea of you to do this for you to be here. If you don't do that, okay, cool. I don't want to be your beggar mercy. I will work in the environment. I'll do the right thing. I'll do things I'm supposed to do. I'll turn up on time. I'll do that kind of stuff. But what I'm not gonna have is like for like I'll rather create my own table to try and do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I got to lick you your hands to do this, and then I got to suffer mentally every day for you. So with me, like I don't even feel like, you know, a lot of people feel like, oh, I can't lose my job. I don't care anymore, innit? I generally don't. I don't care about that stuff. I generally don't care about losing out on things. Because the reason why I'm talking about it as well, because it's a new year, right? And things have to change. So I'm like, no. You know what I mean? You're the type of person, if someone says when you do stuff you shouldn't be doing, you know it's not right, yeah, and like, oh, say sorry or do this or you're out. You'd be like, I'm gone in it. You would do that, innit?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
like seeing life, yeah, like you're pretty much pimped from birth, innit? Yeah.
pimped from, but you are.
Like you're pretty much pimped from birth. Like even before you get into education, even before you get into nursery reception, you're pretty much pimped in it, yeah. Because you're not in control, are you? How could you? You're an infant, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're being pimped by the fact that solely you're just an infant. Then after that, you're getting pimped by, you know, education sector, like, you know, key stage 1, key stage 2, key stage whatever, like school as a whole, education, yeah. Then you get pimped through work. Then you just get pimped through life, through situation, bro. Like you're just someone's bitch in it, fam. Like your whole life, pretty much in it. Like, you're someone's whore, fam. Like you got the big boss, the big daddy in it, yeah. Like the pimp in it, like, and it's not even a man or woman. It's nothing, just whatever in it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing.
No. Let me get this straight to there. Nothing. There is nothing. No.
There's nothing wrong with being pimped, yeah. It's how long you get pimped for it, fam. Yeah.
No. Okay. Let me elaborate. Let me explain myself a bit better with that whole thing, like what you're saying. You're saying, yeah. So like, yeah. So nothing wrong with going somewhere, following a set of rules. There needs to be some kind of order for things to function and all that stuff. But it needs to be like a line, in it. So you know this thing with the factory workers, right, on the £3.70 an hour. I'm not doing that, innit? Because to me, you're taking the mick. The thing with the 24 hours that she was being saying now, that's why people are getting the backlash. Like you said, it's not looking good. You know, over COVID, over the lockdown, yeah, where all these people were in Downing Street partying away. Did I say last time they were working over lockdown as well? They were being forced to come in on lockdown. But what they were doing, they were hiding their the building, and they were like doing it up to make it look like it was closed. And they were hiding, but people were working in secret in that building. So if you look back, you think, oh, the whole thing's closed down because of coronavirus, they're out of business. But it wasn't. People were actually working in it for £3.75 an hour. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. You're taking advantage, man. This is the year where I'm like, no, I ain't letting people take advantage no. There's no people. I'm trying my hardest. I'm not getting taken advantage of. I'm big on.
You gotta find a way to be more in control of your own pathway. Yeah, like you get what I'm saying. That's I like the fact that you said that you don't just rely on one source of income in it.
No. At the moment, I'm on one source of income.
No, but I'm saying you got the ideology that I cannot live like this because anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. Doesn't matter if you work for some mad established company, fam. Anyone can get in it, yeah? Any company can go into liquidation, get bust or whatever in it, yeah? So it's good to have a second option, third option in it, yeah? So I like how you're going into this new year. Well, you've always had this ideology, this mentality in it, fam, that you need to be more control of your own path in it. Yeah. And obviously more than one income is one of the, obviously that's not the main thing in it. Yeah, that's not the main thing in it. That's one aspect in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Because
I need to be like that as well, because I'm trying to be like that at the moment in it, because I need to
But
change minds.
the thing with you, would you say like you see this whole thing, right? Like, oh, and this is what I'm not like. This is what I love about you. Yeah? I like that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you did that, when I had a problem, it gassed me up as well. And you know, you said, nah, I'm going back and forth with my my boss. I'm like, nah, man, I'm going back and forth. I'm like, no, you can't talk to me like that. You can't.
Yeah, because
You said that you would ring up, you ring up and say, whoa, what do you mean?
bro, like I don't like. See me, I'm a very easygoing guy. Innit? I'm very easygoing in it. Yeah, like, and if there's a problem between me and someone, most of the time, bro, it's you're the one that's got the problem in it. Yeah, you know that's how I look at things. In it, sometimes I can be, a bit difficult, but most of the time I'm easygoing in it. Yeah, so I just hate that feel. I just hate that, like like typical, like you go to work, your boss is a prick or one of your colleagues is a prick, but you don't do nothing. And you go home, and you ball up and you cry and like. And I'm sorry, man. That's some victim in it. Yeah, I can't do that in it. Yeah, like I refuse to do that in it. So, like, I'm so adamant that it's like, no. If I got a problem, I will let you know now on the spot. Like, I remember one time, yeah, when I first joined this company, this retailer in it, and there's a customer they bought like a product off us,
Yeah,
a product off us, yeah. And I was like, I opened up for them in it to show them. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll buy it. But because there was so many things in a box, in this tiny box, I couldn't package it in properly how it was presented.
yeah.
And then the guy just like, the guy next to me, I'm cool with him now, innit, yeah? And he kind of brushed me to the side. He's like, done it. And he just looked at me like, but he belittled me in it, bro. I was like, and when they left in it, yeah, he went to the office. I thought I'm literally like on his tail in it, yeah. I was like, don't you ever do that to me again. Yeah,
Straight up, you did that, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what you did, yeah. Like, do you not ever? If you want to belittle me like in private, yeah, don't get twisted. I'll still stand up for myself, but cool in it, yeah.
It's a public violation.
Yeah, but do not ever try to belittle me in front of people again to make yourself feel better in it, because I know where people are coming from as well. Yeah, yeah? I know how he's mind. I know how people work.
There's the intent behind it.
I know how you. So I was like, don't ever try to do that to me again, innit? Yeah, and there's been times where like we've gone back and forth in it. Yeah, like I'm cool with this guy now. Man. He's funny in it. I'm cool with this guy. But there was another occasion in it where something happened in it, and then when I got my free time on the day, within a few hours, I confronted him. I was like, "Yo," I was like, the guy was like, "Shut." The guy was talking to me in it, yeah, but he was on the computer screen, and I was like, "Look at me when you're talking to me, right?" Like, no, man, there's like my assistant manager at the time. I was like, but like we're cool now, innit? But I don't give a tough spot, man. Even my other manager, yeah, we used to like take the same train home, innit? Yeah, like he was a few stops off. We used to chat on the train. We were like, we're bonded, was cool, whatever, and then relationship fell flat and all that. And I was like, but I told him, shit, bro, I don't care, man. It's not even coming from like, oh, I'm hard, I'm a rude boy. No, it's not even from that angle, man. It's just like, I can't take disrespect in it. Yeah.
Do you think? Let's talk about that, because you know what, we'll leave the Prince Andrew thing for now. Yeah, let's talk about that. Do you think what I wanted to really elaborate? You see, what you're saying here, and like, would you say like, what happened with you? It's good that you did that early, yeah, because what would happen if you didn't say that stuff? It's very likely it will probably happen again at another time. And
exactly.
So what I'm trying to say is, the concept of like things like that can lead to like bullying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say, I had this conversation with my mom the other day, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you see bullying, yeah. You know, we talk about like mental health these days. It's so big at the moment. Like it seems that there's everything now at the moment, right? Especially on social media, and it's actually important. It's always been there. It's very important. Would you say like bullying can low-key actually be at worst actually these days at work than actually school, uni, college? Because I'm kind of feeling actually it's actually worse in the workplace, you know. It's actually more deep. The only thing I would say,
it's more overt in education, it's more covert in the workplace.
Yeah, bro, but that's the thing. I think this is my opinion, yeah, and this is why I'm talking, and that's why I kind of, even though I probably wasn't clear of why I brought the subject in the first place, this is why I'm going with this whole thing now. I feel like in 2022, the new year, do you know, like, I think, if anything, the only thing that will be worse in school, this is not even included uni these days, and like, mostly school, is physical bullying. That's the only thing where it's more worse.
Yeah.
when physical bullying happens in school, the consequences are not things like, well, most of the time. I mean, in rare instances, depending on what it is, it can lead to that. But there's no like, oh, okay, cool, we're gonna call the police. We're gonna block you behind the bar. There's none of that kind of stuff. So you're gonna suffer physically. You're gonna get bruises. You're gonna be beaten up. It's gonna happen. But I feel like in the workplace, yeah, this is where it gets more peaked than the whole. Because in school, if someone's doing something to you, not that they was like, oh, you shouldn't retaliate or you shouldn't do. Fuck out of here, man. Someone's picking on you, yeah. The teachers don't want to do anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, it depends on the teacher. Some teachers are cowards. Some of them can do. If you go up to them and grab them and say, yo, you're gonna leave me alone and kind of stuff. There might still be problems afterwards, but at least you've done that at the first step. In work, if someone's causing you problems, yeah, you can't just grab up the person and say, yo, you're gonna stop this shit, bro. Because then they'll be like, oh, it's assault. And then they'll say, oh, we're getting the police. So don't forget the fact that you might be dismissed from the workplace. It's dismissed. So you feel like, oh, I can't do that. Back in the day at school, sometimes I always said to myself when someone was giving me problems, like, oh, I said, you know what, bro? I wish I was back at school. You're not like I'm on some bad man team, but I'm like, I was back at school, man. Because if you was doing this stuff, I would have nipped it in the bud. I would have stopped you. I'm not saying I would just hit you. I'm just saying that I feel like I know more to how I could just prevent you from it getting worse.
Yeah, you know
what I mean? Situation. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
School, like, even not even in work, even just since you're bro, like even when you remember, like, 2015, all I have to say is 2015, like 2015, like around May, innit, yeah?
May,
May, Bricks, like Tulsa, Brixton. Like basically, like,
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you are talking about. I know what you mean.
Bro, and you know what? Yeah, it's why rap music is dangerous, fam. See, Dolores Tucker was right, innit? No, I'm joking. Now, basically, yeah, I wanted smoking it, fam. Yeah, like I've never been this like on actual crud before, innit? Yeah, like I've never proclaimed to be a hard guy, or whatever, gangster from the street, where, bro, like, nah, I'm just me in it, yeah. But bro, I left my yard one time, went Sports Direct, got some gloves in it, yeah, like, them training gloves or whatever in it, yeah, because I didn't want to like actually hit. I was like, I'm going to fuck up this guy in it, yeah. And brought my boy along at the time, my boy, not anymore. I was listening to like rap music, I was listening to like The Game or something, in it, with 50 Cent. I was just getting amped up in it. What was this like G Unit or some shit in it? And then I saw him get off and I got off right outside his house. And I saw him get off as well. I was like, yo, he's saying, you right, yeah? And I wanted, oh, bro, because this guy done dirty in it, yeah. I was like, you saying? I was like, no, I just want to talk. I was like, I just want to talk. And then like Kevin De Bruyne is like, yeah. Let me talk. I like, I just want to talk, yeah. And I was like, and I was spinning from my head. I was like, we're not in school. Like, we left the school a year before that, yeah. I can't just ban you right now, bro, because it's like, you're a bitch as well, but like in my head, you're a bitch in it, so you'll just get the police in it. And he's got a twin in it, and I respect his twin. I like his twin, so I'm like, bro, if I beat him up, it's like I'm kind of beating you up as well, like in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I like you, but I don't like him in it. I despise him in it. I was like, we're in the street in it, and like just off the main road. If I do this shit, and because at the time, well, the guy, he's like got like, I'm not gonna say actual illness. He's got like certain health issues. Like I could do like a 70% like punch in it, yeah, or even less than that to like his ribs or whatever part of the body, but this guy could actually die, fam. Yeah, and that's because I'm mad strong enough, man. Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, it's because this guy got a certain health condition. So if I land somewhere in the wrong place and the guy smacks his head in it, yeah, this guy could end up in A&E, fam. Not because I'm mad aggressive, nothing, bro. It's because he's got a health condition. And I just realized, bro, we're not on a playground anymore, fam. Yeah, I can't react like that, innit? Yeah, because I'll end up behind bars, innit? So I quickly calmed myself down. I was like, listen, and they turned into a whole 2-hour row with his family and then the neighbors.
Was it really that long? Was it really 2 hours, like around that?
Okay, probably not 2 hours in it, fam, but a good hour though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? But it's like I had to like retain myself at the moment. Imagine I just went lashed out, fam. Say someone, example, you just grab someone up at work, fam. Next thing you know, fam, HR's involved, and then
gross misconduct.
Yeah, misconduct, and then after that, no, I want to press charges now. Some bull, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is the thing. This is the thing, right? It's the reason why I say that I'm bringing this up. I think it's really important, especially at the start of this year, because a lot of people, with me, I feel like this, bro. This is a hard, you know. This is actually hard. Workplace. I feel like workplace bullying it is actually peak, and the most peak, not from a physical. If they do you physically, they're gonna be dismissed. That's not the. This is the worry. It's most likely gonna be court cases, and do you know what I mean? That's not really happening. 99% of the time, that's probably not even happening. And you know what? What you said with the covert is a bit more. It's, if anything, it's more covert than overt. They might not necessarily call you names. Actually, name calling happens at work as well, but I feel like it's less micro than school, even though it does kind of happen. I feel like the workplace.
The work thing, yeah, it could be low key worse. You know what? Because it's just an energy thing, isn't it? It's
Hold
like
on, hold on. Before you go on, I'll say this. My opinion. I say the worst one out of all of them, emotional bullying. That's where it's peak.
Yeah.
That is where I think it's more. It's really bad in the workplace. It's the emotional bullying.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. It's like, yeah, what you're saying, emotional. It's like even when you go into work, it's just like there's a vibe in it. It's like, nah, fam, we're gonna make you feel left out, but we're not gonna make you feel left out, fam. Like it's gonna be so known. You're gonna want to hate yourself so much, fam. Yeah, and there's no one to talk to, and we're just gonna phase you out of every like work party, even like meetings and stuff like that. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's not even that, but it's not even just that. It's also like you said. You know when you said the example, I think you say you're cool, but you know when he shot and he looks at you in a certain way. It's the public violations. But the public violations, you know why the public violations are so peak? Because they're not necessarily calling you names.
Yeah.
They're not calling you saying you're not calling you saying you dumb idiot. Yeah, they don't say anything like that to you because you can get them and say this person's calling me names. So you got nothing to get them on with the names, but they'll do certain things that violate you, that will mock you, without actually saying necessarily certain overt stuff, but they say other things without actually saying something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They might give you a certain give you certain stares. So actually, they make you look stupid. They'll talk to you like you're beneath them, like kind of stuff. They'll do that, especially with the hierarchies, managers, and all that kind of stuff, or even colleagues as well. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll be real. Before Christmas, I had something. There was this girl doing stupidness all the time, and do you know what I did? Yeah. I waited because I noticed. Yeah, I see with me, I'm observant. I watch. Yeah, and sometimes I might not say something straight away, but I'm like, raw. You know when you're clocking what's going on. Yeah, and I'm like, hold on a second. Someone's actually, when you just clock that they're violating it, but it's only just sunk in now. All these little things that they're doing. I was like, hold on a second. I was like, raw. This person only does these things, yeah, in front of other people, though. So it's not like they're saying something, and that's where the violations come, because it's what comes with it, like the social thing that they're trying to do to you, where they're mocking you on a social thing, and the things that they're saying, and I'm like, this is how it's going, and I'm like, so what happened was, yeah, I caught her on the train station, and I went up to her. She wasn't expecting it. Had earphones in. I interrupted her. I was like, yo, you're gonna stop all your rubbish in the office, you know? And she was like, what? And then that smile, she's like giggling because she's it's like a nervous one, isn't it? I was like, yeah, you're gonna stop all this crap, bro. I was like, what you playing at? I was looking at dead in the eyes. Yeah. You know the people, when you do nothing, you don't look down. You got to look in the eyes, innit? Otherwise they think, oh yeah, that's straight. I was like, bro, and even though I was like, I wanted to say things in it, but I can't because you got to be careful of people to say things back to you, innit? But because they got nothing to get me on, I didn't say nothing mad. I could tell that a person is insecure anyway. I know the person's insecure. But I didn't say mad things in it. Like I could have said things like, "Yeah, you feel the need to dress up like a Barbie doll every single day to cover up what you feel." I couldn't say that because they could turn around and say, "Oh, he said this." So I said to her, "I think he said this." Yeah, even though in school I wouldn't say that because people would be like, "Oh, look at this guy, he's a little bitch," and like I said this. It's like the equivalent of school saying, "I was like, I'm going straight to HR." It's like, what you do? Like, yeah. She's like, "Oh, it's just bad." And I was like, "No, I'm going straight to HR." You carry on going to HR. And you know what happened is, I leave, I got on the train. Next thing you know, phone call. I get a phone call in there, but obviously I missed it, and I was like, I knew it was. Next week, the following Monday, I come in, And she wanted to have a little word with me. Said, "Oh, I just wanted to know what you meant when you said that. It's a bit of a serious thing." I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna stop. So if you're gonna stop, you're gonna have no problem, right?" Never spoke to me again. I was like, "Yeah, yeah,
Love that, man.
yes."
I love that.
No, I like no, because don't play games with me, bro. Don't be playing games with me, bro. I'm not some addicted. Because this is the thing. You see, in workplaces, yeah, people get too comfortable thinking they could just say whatever they want to you or do certain things to you. No good, not because. And I'm like, oh, people really on that kind of stuff. They could be managers. They could be people that are the same rank, whatever it is you're doing. People will feel comfortable violent because you remember they're protected. You can't do this. You can't even if you say something, you can't verbally abuse. I mean, people sometimes it does happen between people, but you can't really do that because that's also bad and can go against you too. So it's like, how do you actually deal with the emotional bullying? Because like you said, it's more covert, but it keeps happening. But it's not very, very specific thing they keep saying to you. It could be a number of different things that are covert, but they're mocking it all the time. So how do you stop it?
Like you have to be like, what you wouldn't do in school, you have to kind of compromise yourself. What you wouldn't do in school, I don't know, depends who you are. Yeah, run to the teacher. In this case, this is the HR, and it was like, no, do you know what? I can't confront it how I'd normally want to confront it. Not even on a school thing, just how outside of work.
Yeah,
I have to use, the corporate evolve to my leverage, innit? I'm gonna go straight to HR, even though most of the time bro, I feel like with HR, yeah, it's like it's never for your benefit. Do you know what I'm saying?
bro, like, you see HR, yeah. You see HR in any place, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think HRs are like cliques. That's what
like, but HR, yeah. I'm like, they're never for your benefit though. Like they're always like, not that I've been involved with like HR bare times, in it, man. But I just feel like it's always the side that's against you.
What do you mean?
Like, even like, if you did actually get HR involved, yeah, it would have been like, this person's doing something, can you like take control of the situation? Yeah. You'd think, all right, cool, they're on my side now because I've told them this information that this person's doing this. But it's like really and truly, bro, it's like, now what's gonna make your life difficult now, isn't it?
How?
Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's how the interaction works sometimes with HR, because you might not like the outcome. Like, we come to this conclusion, Jake, that we can't prove this or that. Like, what are you here for? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know, like,
bro,
I feel like HR.
Sometimes, with HR, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I feel like with HR, bro, with HR, especially certain workplaces, I'm gonna be real, if we're being real with it on this show, because it's on our whole idea. This show is meant to be very authentic, and we just say things how it is. I don't like to play games with how I'm careful of how things can come across, but I don't like to play games of what I mean, express. I feel like HR sometimes, yeah, if we're honest, most of the time, a lot of the time there's a lot of females involved. Young, a lot of them are young. They're a certain type of female, and not only that, they have their clique around HR. But the thing is, they interact with other departments anyway. And sometimes they become friendly with these people. Imagine the same person like you said, the same person that you're talking about is causing you problems, and you go around. They like them personally. They might be giving them nervous, like, oh no, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's already a bias. So.
There's already like a bias. So sometimes it's like you got to be careful as well. You can't trust certain things certain people will do, because HR stands for people that don't know. We can't assume everyone knows. It's human resources. Yeah, that's how they to be there for the people. If that makes that's what the job description is. They're meant to be people's mental health, people's mental well-being, physical well-being, and all that stuff. See if you're alright, your emotional state.
I don't even think my works will even go to HR, bro.
But it's like what I'm saying, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say, and that's why I feel like mental health in the workplace. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna talk about. That's what I know. I know what the title's gonna be, but with the show, yeah. And I think it's a topic to come back for a later date as well, because I don't think we ain't got time to cover it.
Yo, bro, mate, don't be making towels, fam. You go get me, bro. Yeah, you know how this team works, fam. Yeah, let me try and dictate the towel. I got my own little towel as well.
Okay, cool. We'll discuss that off air. Yeah, but anyway, I one idea. What I was going to say, yeah, of course, it's another show. It's another time to elaborate another time in the future, because we can go hopefully get someone on this to give some experiences as well, because I think it's actually a topic I don't really know really talks about. Because I always thought about it recently. I'm like, bro, sometimes like I remember, do you remember that time when I was at university and there's a placement year I went on to, I had the Magnuses.
Yeah,
it wasn't exclusive to me. I heard that other people having the same thing, because I was at a very specific industry, the football clubs, and things that certain people were doing. People in the office, people were taking things like I remember they hid my laptop, hiding my laptop, saying, "Oh, everyone else can get food. You can't get food. You got to line up behind everybody else." I'm gonna be open. They were trying to mock it with me, innit? At the place I was with. They're like, "Oh, we can sneak you in for lunch a day, but you got to make all these other people go in front first. And if you're lucky, this is how peak it is. That have faith that the person might have leftovers. The term they use is scraps for you, innit? So you win the queue, but if other people come, you go back to the start, go back to the end, and then everyone come forward. And
bro,
it happened. True story, yeah.
I remember you telling me this shit, and I was like, I was so angry. Like I was angry, just like I was angry for you. Felt like I was, I could have. Like I was in your position, innit?
You know the move, innit?
I'll come to the workplace. Like, I wanted to come to the workplace, like, yo, like, what's happening? Because when you're telling me stuff like that, man said like scraps and hiding your. I'm like, what makes you think that you can do this and think you can get away with it?
You know what I mean?
It's like, do you even know? Not even on no. I'm not. When I say these things, I'm not even coming on no bad man thing, yeah. But I'm saying like, what makes you think that you can actually fucking do this and get away with it, bro? Yeah. Like outside these four walls, yeah, like it's not gonna run. It's not gonna run.
You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying? It's like when you was telling me these things, bro, I was like why? First of all, why would you do that, fam? Like, you know, that hiding a laptop, yeah, that could be like subjective in it, man. Depends on the individual whose property that is in it, fam. Some them are like,
it's my computer, it's my laptop.
Yeah. In your case, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Depends who it is, fam. But when you're like, yo, when this person comes, go back to the bro. What is this? 1950s America or something, bro? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it seems like to me, innit, fam? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think I mentioned it before, man. But I think it was like, I don't know, man. I don't like to slap the R team and everything in it, but it sounds like racism to me, bro.
Bro, it is all kinds of things. And another time,
or favoritism.
But it was mad. It was all mad, yeah. But I'm like, bro, like you said, this is my biggest point. Because you see in school, you know, when some people do certain things to certain people, with workplaces, what I want to know is that, like you said, how does it even, where does the origin, sometimes you don't even remember how it all started, bro. When did it actually start happening? Because you know, when you go to a workplace, you're new. Like the new person, there's always someone that's the new person. You're there, you don't know anybody. You're setting in. At what point does it come where people are trying to violate you at work, bro? When does that actually?
I'll get onto that. But I was like, I'm like 4 or 5 months into my new job, innit, bro. Yeah. I came in like a small team. Everyone welcomed me. Like, it was cool. Like, I love my team, innit, yeah. And then we got someone in recently, and I was like heavily involved in getting them in as well. And I've tried to make them feel welcome as possible. Like I'm quite bannerish in it, yeah. I'm bannerish, but like with professionalism as well. Like sometimes I can go a little bit over the top when I try to seal it in it, yeah. Because that's just who I am in it, yeah. But I'm just like trying to make this new person feel welcome, whatever. Like we done, like something happened last week, and it done a little bit, and then she lost, and she had to buy me food, in it, yeah. But I was like, hope she don't take that. I was like, oh, but it's gonna happen like every time. I was like, nah, it's just like a one-off. Just think of it as like a tax, in it.
But you see the term. What I want to talk to you about that, yeah, because I'm glad we saw. You see the term, the banter term, yeah. Do you think that a lot of it? I think this is my definition of banter, yeah. This is how I see banter. I don't think you have to know someone in and out to be to have banter. That's stupid, yeah, because you ain't got time to be knowing someone in and out very quickly. That's stupid. That comes with a lot of time. But you know, like, I feel like with banter, you know, some people, when they're doing things to people at work, their defense, whenever something comes back on them, the first one says there's a bit of complaint. What they try to do, like you said, that the isolation thing after that, sometimes they try to make it worse for you because you said something, you're like, oh, this person, but you had malicious intentions all along. So when you try to say, oh, it was just banter, that's just your disguise to say, oh, while you're doing you're crazy, you're doing your fuckeries, yeah. why you're trying to like violate people, man, in the workplace, and you can't be doing them things, and you want to try to say it's banter, bro. But I don't know if you're from your experience, but I've had this, yeah. You know them people that it's only when you're in like a certain specific setting when they're interacting with you and they're just bantering you, but outside when they see you, even walking past, they won't even look at you, they won't say hello, all kind of stuff. You can't, in my opinion, how can you be bantering that person, bro? So you never made that effort to actually talk to them on any level. But every time you're only saying I'm bantering you when you're specifically in my presence at a specific table, we're sitting down somewhere or standing up somewhere. You can't. To me, I'm like, oh, that's weird though, because how are you comfortable saying all this stuff, but you're not even comfortable having just a general conversation here and there, but you'll be saying all these things. That don't make sense to me. And you're trying to say it's banter. I'm like, well, that doesn't make no sense. I think that's like bantering a complete stranger on the street at a point. If you consistently keep seeing the same person comment every single day, you never say hello to them, you never try to get them to know them at anywhere in the slightest. You can't be asked to talk to them, but then it's only when you just want to be bantering. That's the only interaction you have. How can that be banter, man? There's something more to it than that. It can't be. Because you can't be bantering someone all the time, every single day, and saying it's banter. You can't be doing that banter doesn't happen every single day.
And with what you realise as well, like this this toxic culture or whatever, this bullying, it's so common in like office jobs.
Oh, you
know
know
what I'm saying? It's more, you know what I'm saying? It's more heightened than like, it's more, you see it more there in like office jobs, whether you're like recruitment or estate agents or etc. And then more like, because with retail, it's like when I was working retail, when I was on the shop floor, it's like everyone's like got their own little desk, but they're separated.
Yeah.
And you're just, you know what I'm saying, you don't like when you're in an office job, you're literally just like physically, like where I work, physically I'm interacting with the people that are next to me, and cool, I'm working from home at the moment, but like when I was in the office, just interacting with the people that's around me. Every time you're interacting with other people when you're making calls or whatever, and obviously that's not in the flesh, innit? Yeah. But like when you're in retail, when I was in retail on the shop floor, I'm not only interacting with my colleagues, I'm interacting with like brand new people I don't even know, like customers that walk in, blah, blah, blah. So you're preoccupied throughout the whole day. So like the little time you do have to chat is like, it's like we all individually, when I was in retail, we individually took our lunch. So I'll go at this time, this person go at that time. So you're rarely socializing unless you get like a quick 10 minutes, cool, banter, whatever, yeah? When in the office, like where I work in, we kind of pretty much take our lunch at the same time. So there's more of a platform for things to go down from like the banter or this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's more, office jobs are more intimate, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, though, in my opinion, how can you be bantering someone that you don't respect? It don't make sense.
Yeah, because it's disguised, isn't it? It's like, no, I'm disrespecting you, but I'm just going to disguise as banter. Like, no, bro, just say banter. Friends have banter. Friends have banter. You don't rate me and you want to disrespect me in public, fam. That's my thing as well. When people want to try like belittle you or disrespect you in public, fam, it's like, nah, fam. It's like, for that, fam, like you just need to get caved in just because of that, innit, fam. If you want to do that in private, cool, do that, I'll still stand up for myself. Don't get twisted, like I said before. But it's the whole like, I hate public embarrassment, innit,
same.
Like I've experienced it before, innit, fam, and it's the worst feeling, innit, fam. I think pretty much every human being has experienced it, and some shape or form, whether it's minor or major, innit, Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, why you want to, even parents will do this to their own children, fam. Like, why would you do that in the public? Or like, I'll see like a child getting beat, and it's like, the caption is pretty much like, this is how you discipline your kids, innit? Cool, that's how you discipline your kids, but why are you broadcasting, like, got their phone in their face? Or like, you know what I hate as well? I saw a video one time, this dad or something, mom or dad gave this youth some mad haircut, innit, fam. Like, wasn't actually a haircut, they just fucked up his hair, innit, It was all patch and shit.
Oh, don't
tell. It's like, going to school, fam. I'm like, you don't know him going to that school that one day, all the shit he's gonna get, that could just fuck him up for the next couple of years, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah? Or do you know what I'm saying? It's the public, it's just the belittlement, man. It's like, don't ever try to belittle me in public, man. Yeah, like just don't do it, fam. Like, we're grown people, fam.
The thing is with you,
there's a time and place to respect someone.
You see, with me, me personally, if I genuinely don't respect you, I really, I've got no reason to be having banter with you. I have banter with friends. I have banter amongst friends, if anything. Or you ain't got to be my closest friend to have banter with. But if I generally don't think about it, I will never. If I generally don't speak to you at any point, I never say hello to you. I never get to know you even in the slightest. I can't speak. I can't be comfortable just be bantering you all the time. It don't make no sense.
And you know what, though? You know what, though? That you doing that tells me so much about you, fam. That you're not even like you're what's the word again? Oh, my mind's just gone blank. And it's like you're not even like you're insecure yourself. It's like you need to do that to feed your own ego or to make you feel. But it's like it's pathetic, man. But yeah, man, you've made some good points, man.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what? We'll come back to this subject a bit more because I wouldn't. We'll come up with some time as well. What we'll do. Hopefully, we'll get someone up on the show talk about their experiences on this subject. I feel like this subject is actually a big thing, especially in work environments more than anything. And this idea about banter in the workplaces. What is actually, when is it banter, and what is, because a lot of people are saying they're bantering. You're not bantering. You have more sinister intentions with what you're doing. And then as soon as someone says anything to you, it's either the person says something to you that finally says something to you, or they may not say something to you directly. They'll go to someone, make a complaint, and come back to you. Then you're trying to say, "Oh, he's bantering. You didn't mean to hurt." You know what you're doing, man. You're nasty. You be nasty to that person, and you're trying to make them feel uncomfortable. And you know what you're doing. You know them ones. And you're saying he's banter all the time. Yeah, it's bullshit, man. You've got no respect for that person. And you're trying to violate it and get away with it at the same time. It's bad. But yeah. Guys, leave your comments in the description below. Like, share this show. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. And also, thanks for listening. If you want to watch us on YouTube, we're here. Listen to us on Spotify. Thanks for listening, guys, and share that. Thank you. We're out.